Hello everybody, it is Michael here from My Retirement Trading, and today I'm going to reveal my third largest position, IBIT by BlackRock. But before I get into this, I must state that this is not financial advice or a recommendation, and it is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into it. Well, I've always wanted to have some Bitcoin exposure because of people always talking about the future predictions. But I didn't want to get involved with crypto wallets and different type accounts. I wanted to do it to my broker's account. And that really wasn't available until this IBIT came out in January of 2024. And so that's where this journey begins. So I go to the IBIT webpage, iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF, and it shows as of yesterday it had a 63.69 NAV. Year-to-date performance was 19.51%, and it shows the fees of 0.25%. And then if you go over here, it says investment objective. The iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF seeks to reflect generally the performance of the price of Bitcoin. And then over here it says why IBIT. Number one, access. IBIT enables investors to get exposure to Bitcoin through the convenience of an exchange-traded product, helping remove the operational, tax, and custody complexities of holding Bitcoin directly. Number two, liquidity. IBIT has been the most traded Bitcoin exchange-traded product since launch, providing investors with potentially lower transaction costs. And number three, integrated technology. IBIT is managed by the world's largest asset manager and leverages a multi-year technology integration developed with Coinbase Prime, the world's largest institutional digital asset custodian. So that's just a little bit of a few facts about this IBIT. Well, I always wanted to have some Bitcoin exposure because of the massive predictions that I always hear about on the internet and even on TV and stuff. And I was always scared of things like crypto wallets and things like that. And I really didn't know anything about it. And I just wanted to purchase something like that through my brokerage account. And that became possible in January of 2024 when IBIT by BlackRock launched. And I invested when it first came out, or within the first few days it first came out. And that's where my journey begins. So let's talk about that a little bit. I got 3 accounts, and I've got a total of the original investment of $27,817.61. And I've held it from then all the way to now, and it is worth $61,955.60 as of today, September 9th, 2025. And that shows me being up $34,137.99, or 122% return. So that's where that's my position in it. And like I said, I wanted to get involved in it. And to me, this is like a growth fund for me, since I'm usually a predominantly index fund investor. That's my main position, would be Vanguard VU. But I'm hoping this is a lottery ticket for me. And I hear a lot of great things about it. And so I just wanted to have exposure to it. And see what happens. And so far, it's been a really, really great investment for me. I'm up 122%, and I bought into it several times, but I first started when it first came out. Well, I went over to stockanalysis.com and I did a little comparison using their ETF comparison tool. I did a year to date, and I inputted IBIT versus VU versus QQQ, basically Bitcoin versus the S&P 500 versus the NASDAQ. And then the year to date, IBIT is up 20.08%. QQQ is up 13.52%. And VU is up 11.43%. And I go to the 1 year, and the 1 year shows Bitcoin, or the IBIT, is up 109.47%. The QQQ is up 29.73%. And the Vanguard VU is up 21.66%. So I just wanted to do a little comparison and let the numbers speak for themselves. Well, my thought process on this, it's been a great investment so far. I got, if you round it up, I got about $62,000 just in this one Bitcoin position, IBIT. And if you go by what you hear people on the internet, such as Kathy Wood, predicting, say if this thing goes up 10 or 15 times from where it's at now, 10 times will put me over $600,000, and 15 times would get me around $900,000. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for, and time will definitely tell on that. But that's kind of like what my thought process is on this, and I just didn't want to miss out. I'm not sure if it's going to do all that, but just in case it does, I do not want to miss out. Well, in conclusion, I wanted a simple ETF that tracked Bitcoin, and this IBIT by BlackRock made it possible. Like I said, I didn't want to miss out, and I got in it on the beginning, and I'm up 122%. And I started off with 27,817, and it's worth almost right at $62,000 right now. And so it's been good so far, and hopefully it'll continue its journey on a good run, but time will tell. This is definitely not a recommendation or financial advice. And also, if you have any comments or anything, please drop them in the comment section below, or any suggestions or anything. And if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to the channel. But until next time, I will catch you all later.